The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Currently 40 rigs working in the area within 10 or so kilometers of this block. The first discovery was made in this area about 4 years ago. There's now 5 major discoveries, 3 to 4 major fields producing, and the region went from zero production and it's now over 80,000 barrels a day.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Scott Lauer. He is the president of Trillionenergyinternational. And Scott, it's great to see you. How are you?
Great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And I know you've had some pretty significant news out today, and we'll talk about it in just a second. But for those not familiar, maybe give us a quick refresh on Trillion.
Sure. So Trillion is an international oil and gas exploration company. We've been around for 15 years, and we recently made a very significant oil discovery in the southeast of Turkey that I'd like to talk to everybody about.
Yeah, so this was a significant light oil discovery at your C1 or Centakaya asset. So tell me a little bit about the work that was done that led you to today.
The well that was drilled was in the Şırnak Province, southeast Turkey. The well it encountered 32 API light oil. That's high quality crude across 38 meters of net pay in the Beloka and Mardin carbonate formations. There was a full wireline logging program which confirmed oil in multiple stack zones, and acid simulation was conducted in 2 of the zones, and it reached 36% in the final run. So the reservoir was confirmed, the oil was confirmed, and so we're very, very excited about this new discovery here.
And Scott, the point that you made about 38 meters of net pay was the fact that you stopped the drilling, right? You could have gone further, and so you feel that there could be more there as well?
Absolutely. It's a fractured carbonate system, which typically is difficult to drill. They have what are called thief zones that they steal your mud, and sometimes you lose circulation. So this well went into roughly only 30% of the targeted pay zone. There's another couple of 100 meters to drill through in this formation. So the plan is to sidetrack the well and go another couple 100 meters deeper and to penetrate the remaining zones of interest. And then, with any luck, this will be the next drilling will result in a production well.
So this is it a shift now for the company to an oil explorer? Is that sort of where the company is headed now? Because this obviously has sent you in a really strong direction here and very positive.
Yeah, it's this is our going to be our primary focus, if not our sole focus going forward. The region, there's been an oil rush in this region. Just to give you some context on what's happened, is
Yeah.
there's currently 40 rigs working in the area within 10 or so kilometers of this block. The first discovery was made in this area about 4 years ago. There's now 5 major discoveries, 3 to 4 major fields producing, and the region went from zero production and it's now over 80,000 barrels a day in production within 11 kilometers of our block. And we're right in the middle of it. We're following behind, but we're being a little slower. So the production trend goes all the way to the east block line and then continues up through the north block line where there's new discoveries on either side.
Mhm.
And this is what makes the play so exciting is that it's in the right place at the right time, especially with $100 oil coming our way. And it seems like oil is very much going to be one of the resources that is going to be strong over the next foreseeable future.
It sounds like there's a lot of support in that area as well, from locals and government as well. It sounds like there's a good support for increasing what you're doing there.
Well, the government has most of the surrounding blocks. We're the only block in this area that is privately owned, which makes it very, very special. And the government's they're ramping up production like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're more than 60% of the country's entire oil production is surrounding this block now, from plays that were just only recently discovered and not even known about 5 years ago.
Okay. So lastly, let's just get everyone up to date here. So on C1, so you're going to be doing what's sort of the next steps here? You've put out this news release. Now you're going to be looking at going back and doing more work right away.
We're going to be releasing a resource report based on the current drilling, and
Okay.
we're going to be doing because there's a farm in that obligations here, so we're going to be raising some money for the farm in to meet our obligations to drill new wells. There's three partners in the block, and there's going to be more drilling coming this year. Two more wells at least by the end of the year are planned, and then the sidetracks are planned. And just given the scale of the operation and what's going on over there, there's a lot of drilling to be done in the near future.
Wow, it sounds exciting for sure. Scott, thanks so much. Good update. As always, congratulations on this discovery, and we look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Excellent. Thanks so much.
All right, there's Scott Lauer. He's the president of Trillion Energy International.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.